Hi again, everybody. It's Rob Kennedy of the Hoop Group, and we're here to talk recruiting. Big week this week. The national signing period, the fall signing period is underway, and we've had Hoop Group alums all over the place signing. Yesterday, Nick Richards committing and signing with Kentucky, and everybody on down from there. And so I think it's important that everybody understand exactly what it is when you go ahead and sign a letter of intent. So a letter of intent is basically administered by the conferences, the Division I conferences. And so by signing a letter of intent, you basically commit that you have to go to that school, you have to enroll to that school and stay there for a year, or if you don't, you lose 2 years of eligibility. So that's what the National Letter of Intent basically says. Now, what's happened more recently is a lot of times, somebody ends up having a coaching change and people are letting guys out of the National Letter of Intent. But it doesn't happen all the time. Remember 2 years ago, nasty situation with UTEP, and they didn't let the kid out of the National Letter of Intent and went on. And so you have to understand that you're signing to go to that school. So if that coach leaves, all right, you're still bound by that letter of intent. Now, they may decide to let you out of it, but you got to remember, they do not have to do that. My high school coach that I played for, Ed Wisolinsky, one of the great high school coaches in the history of New Jersey high school basketball at CBA, he would always encourage all of his Division I guys to commit, not sign. And so by doing that, look, you're telling that school, I'm coming there, as long as you're the coach and something that you may have said was going to happen didn't happen, then you've got an out for that. But you're committed, you're ready to go, you just don't sign the National Letter of Intent. A lot of times guys would actually sign a scholarship paper with that university, but not with the National Letter of Intent. All right, so keep that in mind. When you sign that, that means there's no question, no matter what ends up happening, that that's the place that you are going to. And if you're that committed to it and you're that sure about it, and that school's the right place for you, and you've got no questions in your mind, then fine, go ahead and sign, get it out of the way, take your pictures, take your hat out, do all that kind of stuff, have fun with it, but understand exactly what you are signing. For everybody else, if you didn't sign early, don't worry about it, right? If you're a senior, depends what level you are. Look, the guys at the very highest level, a lot of those guys sign early now. And every level that you go down, throughout the levels of Division I basketball on down Division II and Division III, most people have no idea still where they're going to be going to college, where they're going to be playing basketball. So don't feel like, oh my God, I didn't sign early. That doesn't mean anything, okay? It doesn't mean anything. Again, for everybody else who hasn't signed, it's still making sure that we're going through all the steps to get yourself in a situation where you're going to be able to be prepared to make the best decision to find the right choice for you. And so throughout each of the next couple of weeks, we'll continue to give you some pointers, some ideas, some things that you should be thinking about as you try and move along this journey of finding the right school and right fit. But again, for those guys and girls that signed this week, congratulations. It's a heck of an accomplishment. You should be proud of it. But remember, signing someplace does not mean you'll ever get in a game. You got to keep working. You got to keep getting better. Signing is not the end of it. It's the very beginning of it. You got to stay hungry and humble and keep getting better so that you're actually not just signing, but then you're going to be playing and doing well. All right? Once again, if you got any questions, comments, please email me at robk@hoopgroup.com.